welcome to Daily Focus. And I know that I barely made it into the morning, but I had a privilege of having one of our staff members need to get his CDL license, and having a CDL qualifies me to take him to get his driving test, and he passed with flying colors, and so we're thankful for that. But I'm just getting back, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about Matthew 5:21-26. We set the table yesterday where God is talking about, listen, it's not just your good works. It's not just your separation. God is looking at your heart, and he's looking at your motivation. If your motivation is self-glorifying or self-promoting, God's not impressed at all. In fact, it even ceases to store up or to lay up treasures in heaven. So now he's going to use an example. He's going to use an example specifically of anger. So in verse 21, he says, "You have heard it said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill. And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raca, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and thou rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly while they are in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast in prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence, till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing." Talking about the issue of anger. He's using this as an illustration of sometimes we mask what is going on the inside with something going on the outside, but eventually what is going on in the inside is going to come out. And so we do realize that anger, we think we're really good at hiding it. We think we're really good at masking it, but it just keeps showing up everywhere. And we can't keep it in, because it's what's real on the inside keeps coming out, and we keep pushing it down. We keep trying to camouflage it. Sometimes people let something come out of their mouth, and they're like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Well, you probably did. You didn't mean for people to hear it, but you did mean to say it because it was on the inside, and it just slipped out before you could control it, or it came out harsher than what you really thought you should have said it. And it's coming out authentic. I've said before, we're never more honest than when we're mad. In other words, we say all the things that we're feeling, and then we say, well, I didn't mean any of that. I was just venting. No, you probably meant all of it. It was what was true on the inside. You're just trying to do damage control on the outside. And so God is once again reminding us, it's not what's going on out here. It's really what is going on in the heart. And he's going to warn us about anger. He said the Old Testament says that if you kill, if you murder, you are in danger of judgment. But I say, if you are angry with your brother without cause, he is going to specifically state that when you are angry selfishly, in other words, you have no reason except selfish reasons, how this has affected you. You didn't get what you wanted. Things didn't go the way you thought. People affected your life negatively by causing you to wait, causing you to have to be made uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. And it's all about you is the reason you're angry. It really isn't about them. God is warning us about that. It comes out sometimes in anger. It sometimes comes out in name calling. The word Raca really has the idea of calling somebody brainless or brain dead. We would use the word idiot today. It's the same idea. Or even going to the place where condemning somebody to hell, calling them an unbeliever, thou fool. he is saying that these are manifestations of what is going on in the heart. And he said, if you're going to give a gift, if you're going to give a tithe, if you're going to give an offering, if you're going to do something at the altar, but you're not right with your brother, leave your gift there. Go get right with your brother, then come back to the altar and give your gift. God is saying it's more important to be right on the inside than to be doing something outwardly. Giving a gift to the church, giving a tithe to the church, giving something outwardly may impress some people, but God says, make sure you're right on the inside first. And so he is again addressing our heart. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26, he says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. He is warning us that we never put the devil in a place where he is most likely to win in our lives and to wreak havoc in our lives than when we're sinfully and selfishly angry. God says, listen, be angry and sin not. In other words, there are things to be angry about that you don't have to take personally. There are things that anger gives you the energy and the motivation to solve a problem, right? But when we internalize it, when we make it selfish, when we make our anger self-serving, in other words, this anger is designed to promote myself, protect myself, or please myself, well, I am all wrong. And I've now put the devil in a place that he's going to win. And so he's going to revisit it in 22. He said, whosoever is angry with his brother. And then in verse number 25, he's like, agree with your adversary. In other words, he's revisiting that in 26 by saying, listen, if you have been sinfully angry with your brother, then he's putting this person as your adversary. In other words, this person that you're angry at is your adversary. Agree with him. In other words, when somebody says, listen, you were wrong. You had no right. You are being selfish. Don't justify it. Don't defend yourself. If you were wrong, you were wrong. And so he is talking about the fact that when our sinful anger has been brought out as a root of bitterness or an unforgiving spirit or a self-pleasing mechanism to glorify self because people just don't understand how right you are. When your anger is turned for selfish reasons and somebody says, you're just being bitter, you're just being unforgiving, you're just being selfish, you are way better off to agree with them and to get it right than to start defending yourself and be handed over to the judge, which is God. God sees your heart. He knows if you're being sinfully angry. He knows if you're unforgiving. He knows if you're bitter. You might be able to fool people. You're not going to fool God. And you are going to be put into a prison captive by your bitterness that is going to destroy you. And so God is just reminding us about anger. Listen, don't pretend outwardly that everything's good. If you're not good on the inside, deal with it. If you have aught with your brother, solve it. Don't just let it fester. Don't let it build. You will just get more and more selfish. You will become more and more bitter, and it ultimately will become your own prison that destroys you while you wait to solve everybody else's problem. God reminds us that, again, it's not our outward activity that impresses everybody that God is dealing with. He is dealing with our heart, and he says, be honest with your heart, because what is going on in the inside will keep coming out. I hope that's a lesson for all of us. I hope you have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.